Hi everybody, this is Joel Wood, your lobbyist in Washington. Happy holidays. This week we did a Fiscal Cliff webinar. You can go to our website at www.cib.com. Use your password and user ID to log into that, and we gave what we think is our best insight as to what the brokerage implications are for fiscal cliff negotiations. Lord only knows at this stage how that is all going to play out and whether or not we're going to indeed go over the cliff, with even some speculation now with the Congressional Budget Office anticipating that going over the cliff is a bad short-term thing but a good long-term thing in terms of revenue and getting expenditures in line. It is just a deeply frightening, troubling thing to all of us that there are way too many people on both the left and the right who seem all too willing to go off of that cliff, but indeed that is where we are with a lot of dysfunction in Washington at an all-time high. I have always wondered why it was that Don Rumsfeld got knocked so much during the Iraq War for using that line about how in any conflict there are known knowns, known unknowns, and unknown unknowns. But I actually think that that's probably the best analogy right now as we look at implementation on the healthcare front. There are the known knowns. We are 2.5 years into the president signing the law. All the marketplace reforms, the minimum medical loss ratio things, we're living with that. That's the reality right now. The known unknowns, so many things on the regulatory side that are not yet clear. Yes, we have some clarity in the last couple of weeks on things like somewhat more clarity on guaranteed issue, a lot more clarity on wellness provisions, and smokers had a really rough time in that, and how they will actually be implemented. We're seeing more guidance to the states on exchanges, but today, Friday, is the deadline for states to indicate whether or not they are intending to pursue either a state-federal partnership agreement with HHS or to pursue their own state exchange. Only 16 states that are sort of signed on up for that, with many of the red states saying, forget about it, screw it, we're just going to let the Fed